Hello YouTube, this is Chesko from STEM-APKs. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off. As you remember, in the last tutorial, we did this stuff right here. We were able to do the OpenCV with the image preview, TSX, the image upload, the output preview, and the types. And we also created the all-important hook for use OpenCV. So that's all done from the last tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to start using this OpenCV script. And what do we want to accomplish in this tutorial? Let's create these two files right here. We're going to make this directory housing this file. Threshold controls is what makes this possible. So it it changes the values of the sliders. All of that is being done by the threshold controls together with the image processor component together with each one of the filters, because each of the filters has different parameters, right? So this is what we need to do now. So I'm going to go into my project and then create this directory, OpenCV directory, on the app folder. So go OpenCV, and inside that OpenCV folder, we're going to have these controls and edge detection. A lot of other stuff is going to go in there later, but for now, let's keep it simple and just do the controls. And then another one is going to be the edge detection. Okay, so there's these two folders inside the OpenCV folder. Okay, inside let's deal with threshold controls in a little bit. Let's do the image processor component because this is a very important file. It's this guy right here. So I'm just going to do C and then go edge detection, and it's created, and then we're going to copy and paste. This is one of my longest files. I tried to make it smaller, but I couldn't do it without compromising some of the logic and being able to explain it to you. So I think it's over 130 lines of code. Yeah, almost 130. Okay, so let's explain what's going on here. As you can see, we're importing all of the components that we created in the last tutorial. The image upload, the image preview, the output preview. This is TypeScript logic here. Please don't kill me over the use of any. I had to do it for now. Maybe we'll figure out how to get rid of this any. I don't like using any in TypeScript, but I had to. So please be nice. So in the next here, what's going on here is bringing the process image, is bringing the title. This is state management. So it's setting the state, error handling, and error handling to make sure that OpenCV is initialized or not and loaded, and state management. Okay. Here, these are refs to the DOM because we're using HTML elements, the image element and the canvas. So we gotta talk to the DOM. Here, this is the handler that is doing the upload. So what's going on here? It's changing an event here, as you can see the input element. So what's going on is it's going to make sure that we have a file, and to load that file, make it current, load it, and make sure the dimensions fit. Once he knows that it's been loaded, then it changes the state from true to false or whatever it is. Okay, it changes because sometimes you're going to be have it here, like right now is populated, so its image has been selected. But in this case, it's not. So it's a different state. So this is what's going on here, and the dimensions and making sure that everything is up to specs and looks good on the website page. And it's reading the data as a URL file, it's a base64. All of that stuff is going in here. Okay, now we're going to the process selected image here. This is where the OpenCV stuff takes over. So it's asking the questions, is CV loaded? Is it ready? Is it being initialized? Has the image been selected? Do we have an image? Do we have the canvas ready to receive that image? And if not, it's gonna let you know. So now it's setting the processing status here, this date, and also set error to null. Now, this is OpenCV World here because we're taking the canvas, making a temporary canvas to house the image. Context and 2D, we're gonna be seeing that later, so I don't want to get too caught up in this stuff right now. We'll deal with that later. So creating the dimensions of this temporary canvas, the source of the image, the source image is going to read the image on the canvas with those dimensions. It's going to convert it into a CV matrix with the destination file. Remember, always source and destination. It's an asynchronous, where is it? It's an synchronous function, so now it's awaiting it, and it's creating the source and the destination image. Here is the output, and here is cleanup. Basically, it's deleting the source image, it's deleting the destination image, it's making sure, it's letting you know what's going on, and it's telling you if you got an error, and then cleanup time. So this is basically what's happening in this one. Here is just making it look pretty. Basically, when you choose file and you choose an image to make it look pretty, dimensions similar, sizes, and so on. I mean, it's not perfect. If you want to fix it, you can. This is just to teach you guys how to do this. You can make it pretty on your own time. Basically, this is the title, tailwind stuff, CSS stuff, making stuff pretty. Has the image been loaded? It's loading letting you know that it's loading the OpenCV.js file. Has the image, this is the handler that we did here, this handler right here. So it's the on image upload. This is this container, sorry, this container right here, the image preview, this one, and then also this container here, the other one, this one here. That's what you see. Now the button on click, once this button is clicked, it's going to process the selected image. Is this button right there. And as you can see, it's got a blue background. So this is what you're seeing here. Image selected, cursor hover, blue 700, background blue 600. That's what that means here. When I hover on it, hovering on it, these buttons, this is what's going on there. And then, is it processing? A question, is it processing? Yes or no? If yes, process it. If not, process the image. That's basically what's going on with the image processor component. Now, let's move to thresholds. Now we're going to create this file right here. This is a very important file. Let's see. Go into controls file. Now we're going to copy and paste this file, and then I'll go over the details. Now Command P, and then S, and save it. Okay, what's going on with this one? I think I could have done import a library like this one. We has all different types of sliders. This is the material UI React slider, and you can import these. And it's I mean, they have different types. If you don't like the ones that I chose, this is where you can go, and they tell you how to do it, and it's basically just importing it, and you can get any one that you want. Make it really nice. They have vertical sliders and all that. You can go there and do it, but this one is just proof of concept, so they're not that pretty, but they do the job. Because basically, I just want to show you how this is done. So this is what the threshold controls uh, file is doing. Basically, it's taking the interface control. It's an array. It's got all the parameters. So it's going to have a string, it's going to have a number, it's going to have a min number, a max number, and a step size. You can change these steps here, so you can see it's not analog, it's digital. So you could just go. I'm kidding. So it's you can do the step size up to however you want to do it for your particular application. These guys, some of them are going to have bigger ones. Some of them are going to be bigger than others, right? It depends on your application. So the blur size is very important. So you're going to make the step sizes smaller. And all of these, by the way, all of these step sizes are going to be controlled by the particular filter. So in this case, if you go into Canny, it's going to have different parameters, right? From from contours or from Sobel. So that's what's going on. So basically, TypeScript, keep it happy, letting it know what it name, value, the array. Now is props coming from here, making sure that everything is kosher, controls on change. How to change, this is different, this is new. We're changing, we're having an event on the DOM, like I mentioned it earlier. But now you're actually changing things on the page itself. So in order for you to do that, you in React and Next.js, you need to put this page right here. If you don't put this thing right here, it's gonna give you an error. It's not gonna go anywhere because it's in order for you to change certain things, it has to be use client. I think that's another thing with React. Not too old. This is relatively recent. So that's what's going on there. and it's changing the values. Here, I made a note here, being that this is being shared, these two guys are being shared by three filters. Kenny is using the kernel size and Sobel is using the kernel size. So in order not to get confused, because there's two different filters, two different applications, we had to call it kernel size lowercase and kernel size uppercase, just so we can use the same slider controls. So that's all is happening there, so don't get confused what's going on there. The parameter names, that's to lowercase. I just explained that. That's what's going on there. And then how to make it pretty. It's got the min, the max, the range, the step size, the value, what's happening every time you change it, and making it pretty. That's basically what's going on in this one. And then you export it, and all three containers, filters can use it. Remember, like I said, recap, these three filters are using both of these guys. So don't get confused. Make sure that you get these in this, you know, that are OpenCVs and the app directory. Make sure that if you don't get these things right, it's gonna become a mess. So that's why I have it, because we're gonna keep adding more and more. We gotta add the image processing later. We gotta add age detection, color analysis, document analysis, and then the live stuff. So for that, we gotta keep track. If not, it's gonna become a big mess. In the next tutorial now, we will go into implementing the canny, the contours, the Sobel, and the pages that are going to make it nice and pretty like you see it there. But that's in the next tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please click the like box, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.